Welcome back to the Enough is Enough podcast, home of anti-narcissism. We do our best to get spouses free of their narcs. Today's topic, how the narc steals your kids. We just had a question about that from a TikTok person on this behind-the-scenes thing we're doing, and so this will be timely for her if she's still listening. In this video, I'll explain how the narc steals your kids from you, alienates them from you, and what you can do about it. First, join me and my team in our war against narcs. We are committed to help every spouse of a narc escape and build a new life. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the war, join the cause. And check out all my resources for escaping a narc on my website, davideclarkephd.com. That's Clarke with an E. Okay, now, how the narc steals your kids. And I'm telling you this, and I've worked with enough people over the last 40 years to know it, and the last 10 years focused on this space of narcissism and codependency and trauma bond. From the day you have a kid, your narc is trying to turn that kid against you. I'm just telling you, that's what you have to understand. It's part of the evil that we're dealing with here. You need to understand that your narc is working very hard in many clever ways, many behind the scenes, to alienate your kids from you. The narc doesn't just want to be the kid's favorite, which is also inappropriate. He wants your kids to completely reject you, to hate you, to have nothing to do with you. The narc couldn't care less about the kids. He acts like he does. He doesn't. He steals them from you because, one, he wants to make you suffer, and losing your kids will cause you incredible pain, and he will love to see you in pain. That's how evil he is. Two, he wants to look good. He wants to win. When your kids reject you, others will blame you too because they're too stupid to know any better, and they'll see him as a great person and a great dad. Well, Betty will say in the grocery store line or at church, well, her own kids turned against her. I guess Bob's right. She's the problem. That's exactly what he wants. Three, he wants to control and manipulate your kids for the rest of his life. See, when you divorce him, he can't control you anymore, but he can control the kids. He wants to control your kids, manipulate your kids, and abuse your kids forever. He'll shift from controlling you and manipulating you to the kids. What kind of person turns a mom's kids against her? An evil monster. Believe that. One of the main ways you lose your kids is by not telling them the truth about the narc and his abuse. Your natural inclination as a mom is to protect your kids from the awful truth about their father. But hiding the truth causes your kids to reject you and side with the narc. Most of the Christian community will urge you to protect your kids and not tell them the truth about the narc. This is not protection at all. A key part of your campaign to not lose your kids or to win them back if you have lost them is by telling them the truth about the narc. No one else is going to do that. You're going to do that. The Bible teaches you to live the truth and to speak the truth. Ephesians 4:25 says, so stop telling lies. That's pretty clear. When you protect the narc by not telling your kid the truth about the narc, you are lying. You are protecting a monster. And you are reinforcing the narc's lies about you. Colossians 3:9 says, don't lie to each other. Again, do not lie to your kids about the narc. Ephesians 4:15 says, speak the truth in love. I love that verse. You're not mean. You don't badmouth the narc. You don't use the term narcissist. You don't directly try to turn your kids against the narc. You just speak truth to your kids about the narc. You use events, facts, evidence. Dad said, Dad did. Dad said, Dad did. That's sin. That's a lie. You're going to prove he's an abuser and not to be trusted over time. The process of telling your kids the truth happens over time. Many Christians, pastors, Christian counselors, so-called parenting experts, friends want you to lie to your kid about the narc. These idiots think it's best for your kid to not know the truth about the narc. Really? They give this same advice before you lose your kids, which helps you lose your kids, and they'll also give you this advice after you've already lost your kids. They want you to keep protecting them. Here are the most common pieces of advice and my responses. And I've said these things to these idiots to their faces. Not so much anymore because I don't have the time. They say, never say anything negative about the children's father. I say, why not? It's the truth. And he's saying all kinds of negative things about you to the kids. So they'll end up believing you are all bad and he is all good because there's only one narrative, his. We got to have two narratives out there, and yours is the true narrative. These nitwits say it's important that the kids have a positive view of their father. I say, no, it's not. This positive view isn't true and puts the kids at great risk of harm. And you, the mom, have to lie to the kids to create this artificial positive view of an abusive narc. They say only tell the kids positive things about their father. I say that's not the whole picture. What the kids need is the truth, the complete truth about their father. And there aren't that many positives about the narc anyway. How many positives are we talking about? You have to make up most of those anyway. They say, don't defend yourself against your husband's attacks. Just keep loving him and eventually he'll change. If he doesn't change, the kids will figure out the truth about him. I say the narc won't change no matter what you do. This isn't about him. This is about you and your kids and saving your relationship with them. The kids won't figure out the truth unless you clearly show them the truth about the narc. This is why I did from codependent to independent, right in front of him. If you're still living with a narc, this is the resource for you to tell him the truth, and that so the kids can see it. He's doing his thing in front of the kids. You're going to do your thing in front of the kids. And even behind the scenes stuff, I'll help you. I'll deal with things that you find out that he's done in secret. You can fight. You can fight him on that too. These Christian fools say telling your kids the truth about their father will confuse them. I say, yes, that's exactly what we want. Confusion is 100% better than no confusion and your kid believing that you are all bad and the narc is all good. Confusion is a step toward your kid figuring out the real truth, which is what you are telling him. All right? All right. If you don't tell your kid the truth about the narc, your kid will continue to see the narc's abuse as normal and justified. There is no competing narrative. There is only the narc's narrative. So that's the one your kid will believe. You are bad. You are awful. You are crazy. You are abusive. You are selfish. You are a liar. It's brainwashing. The truth is one of the main ways you motivate your child to have this healthy point of view. This is where we want your child to end up, of any age. Okay, this is my dad. This is the narc. I love my dad, but I know the truth about my dad. I need to protect myself from him and his lies. I love my mom and can choose to have a separate, close relationship with her. That's where we're going. Takes time to get there. So if you have not lost your kids yet to the narc, to make sure you don't, get my video series or the ebook transcript I mentioned earlier, from codependent to independent. This is going to keep you from losing your kids to the narc. If you have lost your kids to the narc, okay, whether you're divorced or not, get my video series, The Narcissist Unmommed Me. All right? Subtitle, How to Fight Back and Win Your Kids Back. This gives you the biblical tough love approach to get your kids back. Show them the truth. It is not over when you've lost your kids. You can get them back. Now, both these resources are only on my website, davideclarkephd.com, Clarke with an E.